Hello everybody, my name is Chris and welcome to a brand new movie review, and this one is for Lisa Frankenstein. Now, I was very interested in seeing this movie. Now, I gotta say that I feel that the movie is trying to be like a throwback to those dark comedies from the 1980s, and watching the movie you can see glimpses of that where it's actually really good, but I felt that for the most part it was not a really good movie. Now I will say that when it comes to the cast, I think that this film has a very strong cast. I think it's excellent. Now, starting up with Catherine Newton, I love her in this role, and too bad that she's really great here with her performance in a movie that isn't good, because here she's bold and vibrant. Plus, she's able to find new ones, depth and heart, and what could have been a very flat role. In fact, I feel that Newton does most of the heavy lifting here. And then, if Lisa Frankenstein ever was at all as a movie or a scene, is because Catherine Newton's work. She's fantastic here. She looks amazing, and everyone who went to a god phase or is still in one will be able to not only relate to her character but get some really great fashion tips from her. Now, also, I was very impressed by Lisa Soberano's work in here. She just has this very likable, easygoing persona, and I mean, it's very refreshing to see like the popular girl portraying as a kind person, and you don't see that very often in movies, and not just to another teenage girl, but another teenage girl from a different social group. So that's one of the few things that a writer here, Diablo Cody, does here, and is that is brought to life with warmth by Soberano's performance, which is just so great. Now, moving on to Henry Eikenberry, I feel that he's fantastic here, and I was very impressed here with him and his performance. I like his character in this movie, his personality, and definitely one of my highlights of the movie. Now, of course, everyone knows Cole Sprouse, perhaps best known this day as Jughead from Riverdale, and he's okay here. His role is vastly underwritten. He pretty much has no dialogue, and then he managed to still make something of an impression, and credit goes to his own charisma, and he's very game for the movie's quirky humor. I think it fits perfectly with this kind of humor. Now, Carla Gugino, I feel that, I don't know, she has been in a lot of movies that are not good at all, and I feel that even if the movie is not good or a stinker, she delivers for the most part. So I feel that it's unfortunate that I feel that she didn't like really deliver here. Like I said, and I was not like really into loving this movie, but it just feels weird because some other times in other movies that are not really good, she delivered for me. Now, why is this movie so bad if the cast is good? Now, I would say that is for me the lazy writing from Diablo Cody, and unfortunately an unexperienced director in Sarda Williams. Now, to be fair, this is Williams' first feature, and she's daughter of Robert Williams, so we are rooting for her. But the movie doesn't play like a studio film. It just, for me, the best way I could describe this is just it doesn't seem like a very in a very professional movie made. The camera work here is flat and steady, and the pacing is off, and like how did not come up in the editing room. I do applaud Williams for stepping in behind the camera, and I hope she does eventually find her creative work and style. And also, Diablo Cody is the producer on this film, so she might have been willing to not let anybody touch her script and do like a rewrite on the script, because she's the writer here, but she's also the producer on the film also. And this one I think was a mistake. Not enough good sounds to just things up. Like at first, like early on in the movie, there was a song, and I was like, oh, at least this movie is going to have like a killer soundtrack. But that was not. And how can you make like this teenage movie and have this like gothic vibe and not have a killer soundtrack? So it was just a missed opportunity. And on that note, yes, Lisa Frankenstein, and speaking of killer, is a bloody film, and it's like a teenage god natural born killers, and the two leads are not at all sympathetic. And I do think they do too much killing in the movie, and it gets away with the PG-13 rating, I think, because it only like alludes to the gore and sex rather than to really show it off. And but it alludes to it a lot, so keep that in mind. And the movie is very weird, and I put it like an A on the weird scale, but I think that in terms of the funny and fun scale of the movie, I think it's very low. For me, it would be like a 3 or a 4. I mean, if you are going to tell like the story of Lisa Frankenstein, it's going to be like an 11 in every possible way, right? I think this is like the weakest script from Diablo Cody, because there is no insight into being like a teenage girl, no clever commentary on the Frankenstein story, or highlighting how the classic god horror story sprung from the mind of a woman, Mary Shelley. And well, that's what Diablo Cody has been saying. That's what inspired this, but I feel that is nowhere in her script. Now, listen, Frankenstein, the script they have here, like I said, it feels like lazy. It's like a watered down readers of Cody's Jennifer's Body, which came out like 15 years ago. And Cody's, she's now going around telling everybody that they are in the same universe, that the movies are connected. I don't think this movie is good enough to bring Jennifer Bodies back from the dead, which is apparently Diablo Cody's end goal. But like, why didn't she just get someone to do a remake or a sequel to Jennifer's Body? I mean, you have like Amanda Seyfried and bring back Megan Fox and make it happen again. And Jennifer's Body does have name recognition. Still to this day, I think he has become a very favorite. So I do think why not do a sequel to that instead of this movie? I think that would have been like a better use of everybody's time. But like I said, we'll see how this one does at the box office. Of course, I think it have the chance to do well, especially on the week of Valentine's Day. Not movies for that weekend. I mean, you have Argyle and Madame releases that same week, so maybe this would be like the winner for Valentine's Day. It's surely the movie. I think it can play well for that crowd for a date movie. Now, I feel like this one wasn't for me. So we'll see how it does. Now, I'll say that if you are interested in watching it, I would recommend, if you're interested in watching this, just wait for, so it can hit streaming and you can watch it on streaming. So that's my review for Lisa Frankenstein, and now in theaters. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and thank you for watching. See you guys later. Bye bye.